Hi viewers, today we are going to see the solid principles. And what is a solid principle? This is one of the important topic in software development. And the actual definition is that the solid principles are a set of design principles in object-oriented programming that helps create more maintainable, understandable, and flexible software. So in short, if you're going to create any application, so if it follows this solid principles, then it will be easy to maintain and understand and able to, it's very flexible to adapt. And what are the solid principles in the sense? And there is a five solid principle. One is single responsibility principle, open close principle, Lisco substitution principle, interface segregation principle, and last dependency inversion principle. So in this video we're going to see single responsibility principle. So what is the definition? There should never be more than one reason for a class to change, or every class should have only one responsibility. And the single responsibility in the sense each class should only have one job or responsibility. So we can see the example in C sharp, and you can see, so there is a class called invoice. So this invoice have three methods: calculate price, print invoice, and apply discount. So the actual beginning of this invoice class is to calculate the price and print the invoice. Anyway, it will apply the discount while calculating the price. So here you can see the main method, it's a caller one, and here we created the invoice object and we invoke the calculate price method and passing the item price, and we're printing the invoice. And we don't need to worry about that actual scenario happen, actual code inside this method. Just for understanding, I'm just given the example. And for the invoice, what is the actual functionality? We can revisit what. So in short, we can see every class should have only one responsibility. So it means the class like invoice should have the responsibility to calculate the price, and it's everything is fine calculating and printing. But when you click, when you see the actual scenario, there is a method called print invoice, and when you see this, it looks like irrelevant to the invoice as to this as per the single responsibility principle, because the invoice, the main responsibility is that need to calculate the price, and here it's given the print method, even though it's a print invoice, but this printing functionality is irrelevant to the invoice. So it's violating the SRP. How we can achieve the SRP in this situation? What we can do, we can create a new class called printer. It's more generic, don't want to uh, make it as and more relevant to that invoice. So we can make it like a class called printer. Inside that we have a print method, and we're passing the document. Don't need to worry about that actual string or something else. The print method is that. That's it. And here we are going to remove this one. We don't require. And in the calling area, we can remove this one and need to create a new method. Yeah, we call that new class and we call the print. So the same functionality which achieved in this invoice class able to achieve in the new one called the printer class. So we satisfy the SRP principles by moving the irrelevant function to the new class. So we can revisit the definitions. So now I think it's clear. There should never be more than one reason for a class to change, or each class, every class should have only one responsibility. So here we achieve that this invoice class have only one thing that calculating the price, and the printer class have only one scenario to print the document. And the reason for the change, you can see if a class has multiple responsibilities, a change in one responsibility might force change in the class, affecting other responsibilities. So we achieved. And remaining principles we can see in upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.